season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the fourth-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He finds his target, Beckham. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On first down, here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his
blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were a man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six, a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to get a little bit more involved. I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, for the Ravens, Charles, starting 2023 here at home, you know, for a long time, the future of Lamar Jackson seemed to be kind of up in the air, at least in terms of would he be a Raven. But number 8 is out. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Pierce will try to pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. But that 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Stroud looking to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team around the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
63 yards for him on the ground in this 1st quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On second down, here's Pierce. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Third and goal, Stroud. This will be caught at about the 5. 6-0 our score after 1. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Stroud now on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings out second down at the 11-yard line.
Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they work this right upfield across the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep is Tank Dell. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Stroud working out of the gun. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation. A top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
The Texans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Stroud on third down now. Flushed out right. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Kyle Hamilton picks it. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
There he goes, right side. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, 61 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And running with power here. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Nice little juke. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 46 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's brought down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
On second down, it's Stroud.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, 1st down. Jackson. Through the middle of the field. They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Stroud. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Now Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, 89 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Throwing is Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Stroud now on second down. And his pass incomplete.
For plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Stroud out of the gun here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Singletary to get the drive started. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half two.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some riveting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there. Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, That's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
He finds his man, complete. It's back. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before.
Stroud now on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just too much air on the ball, and that's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Stroud.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws. And that's another one right there.
Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with his better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Stroud
Steps away to his left.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Handoff right side to Pierce.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Stroud on 3rd down now. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So he couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing now is Stroud. Delivers another one to Pierce. Touchdown! Damian Pierce. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two.
He's got him in. Complete. Through the middle of the field.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10, and they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And Stroud now to throw.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he's going to be brought down right there at the 29-yard line.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and lose.
And nothing but daylight ahead.
Inside the 20 and down to the 7-yard line. An even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal, Stroud.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly there.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On on 1st and 10. It's Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They come up now on 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Into the hands of Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. This is 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. A very important extra point there up and good. And that might be enough to win the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Stroud. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Can I talk my... Come on! That other side. The Oakley way.